Alright. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Penguin. Big Chunga Penguin. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Alright, so. Let's start messing with more redstone stuff today. Okay, so let's see what can I do. Wasn't there... I need to learn how to use a target block. I haven't actually learned how to use this thing yet. So isn't there a way to redirect redstone with this thing? Or something along those lines? I think it was like... whatever. Alright, so... what do I want to do? Basically similar to a door like that, but I want to use a different style of redstone work. So that pushes it like that. I know this works. Since this powers this. I'll probably shove a repeater at it. Still only the bottom side. Okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Oh. Okay. So that works. I think this is the old way of doing it, right? Power the block up. Hey, Samuel? How's it going? Alright. Not much happened. Okay. What we can do now... Okay, so I kind of want to throw it like so. Oh. Well, I'm going to do it like that. I can technically also do it like this. Just can't have a red... So, I'm sure everyone already knows, but to demonstrate... You don't want that. This, well, there are actually special purposes for when you'd want this. So basically, this is a nice little contraption here that gives you rapid pulses. And I don't remember, does this ever burn out? I forget if this specific setup burns out or not. So it's a pretty interesting way the game is coded. Hey Za. Welcome, welcome. So this is a pretty interesting clock system. It definitely has its uses, which I find very cool. So you can kind of show like this, where you can like branch off of this thing now. So let's see. What happens if I do it for all sides? Doesn't really change, right? I think there's a minimum requirement of 2 torches. Oh, interesting. So the left and the so the initial 2 torches I placed are no longer activated. So this is a directional thing. So looking at our debug menu, you can see that we're currently facing, which way are we facing? Facing east. So east-west then are the main directions for the game's coding, whereas secondary to those two are north-south. Kind of depicted by the torches here. If the game was coded using north-south before southwest, let me move my avatar a little bit. I just realized it's covering a little much. Alright, so if the game was actually coded with northwest before east-west, or north-south before east-west, then the torches should actually be flickering on the north-south side instead of the east-west side. Or depending on how they wanted to code it, it most likely would have, cycled through all 4 directions, but it doesn't do that. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, this is a very nice, I forget what this is called actually. It's like a pulsar. So you can see all 4 torches are currently lit up. That's just how this stuff works. I think it's really cool. Wow. So anyways, why did I show that? Because I don't want this. So basically we have the redstone torch powered right now. If I put this here, this flickers. But because it flickers, by the way, there's actually not enough time. Like it doesn't actually register for this block here to turn this torch here on and off. To make an easier display of what's happening. Throw a torch here. So it's turned off, right? Throw dust here. You can see that these two flicker off. Or flicker constantly, because these are interacting very quickly, but the game doesn't actually update this block just yet. Even though when this is on, which means this is powered. If this is powered, this should be off. But it doesn't do an update yet. Instead, this being powered actually triggers this to turn off. So, when this is off, no power here, dust turns off. Dust turns off, the redstone torch turns back on, and this happens like practically instantaneously in the coding. Well, not instantaneous. There is a slight delay, which is why you see it flickering instead of being on and off. Now it's an off state because there is a function of the redstone torch where if it turns on and off too quickly for a set duration, it will automatically phase out. I don't actually know if it's like a function or if it's actually a bug that's never been fixed. This has been in the game forever. But once you throw a second torch down, or when you update the block, this is on, so it doesn't even matter if it to be a torch. You can break, you can place, but once you interact with the block here, does it have to be a torch? I thought it could have been anything. Not a pressure plate. How about piston? No. Repeater? Okay. So you need to force the game to check the state of this block here. So that's what needs to happen. By putting the repeater next to the block, the game has to check it doesn't check. Marcos, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. So putting a piston down and removing it does that. Putting dust, obviously, because it has a check to update. Putting a block doesn't, however. Take note of that. Putting a block next to the torch does update it, because it has to check the torch. After checking the torch, obviously, it checks everything else around the torch too. Hey, Reen! Did that just... Right. So this is kind of how this works. So, demonstrating this to show this over here, and why we don't want the redstone dust here. That doesn't matter. What does matter is I want a repeater going in here. We'll give it a bit of a delay, and then we can just run a redstone line right into it. That way, you press this. Is it supposed to close? No, it's supposed to open. So we need another NOT gate, as it's known as. Right. Like this. Since last night, what is this? Minecraft. This is redstone in Minecraft. So this is the vanilla game, right? And I'm just messing around with basically the wiring in the game. That's all this is, honestly. I greatly enjoy stuff like this, so. How do I want this? Because I do need another NOT gate. Because this turns it on. Now we need to turn this block here off. We can do that by inserting power this way. We need power to this block. Give this a delay so that when we walk over, yeah. So after stepping off, there is a moment versus this where it's much faster, yes, but also don't have that much time left. Okay, maybe a good compromise would be a single tick extra. Seems about right. Throw this down, walk here. We're good. Step on the pressure plate. Yeah. Not too long, but not too short. So this is pretty nice. Okay. Similarly, kind of want to build the same thing on this side. So we want the redstone torch like this to turn this off. So this contraption is currently off. However, I want to go down one more step like so, and this turns it back on. How long have I had this world? This is my redstone test world I used since I started streaming Minecraft on. So it's been a while. Right, now, doesn't matter which. Alright, you're forever stuck here now. Okay.
Hey, you help me mow Mom's car?
Yep. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. That was interesting. Okay. Close that up. Oh. Let me just I'm in creative, so let me just quickly kill all these guys. Perfect. Right. So, you see my setup here. This is meant to be a setup done as a one-way door. It gets a lot messier if I do it like this for a two-way door. Does your hydrate still count? Yes. The reason why I'm not hydrating yet is because my drink is pretty hot at the moment. Really hot. I'll do it in a bit. What am I doing? Not having fun with redstone. Mainly just relearning how to make these things using the old style redstone. Okay. I always enjoy doing the older stuff with redstone. It's pretty fun. Okay. So how do we make it so that it's two-way? And the easy answer to that is simply have two just make it have two forms of activation. So part of the key is like this. We need a way to turn this thing off. And my way of doing that is like that. Let me grab some pressure plates here and some dust. Okay. So we need this to be currently turned on, so the pistons are currently activated. That's what we want. To do that, let us grab a repeater. Is that enough? Should be. Maybe not like this. We'll go down one more step. Yeah. Like so. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. We'll just just go down a little bit like that. This way, what we want is now to just simply put power into this block over here. What do I have to drink this time? It's still the usual milk tea. Nothing's changed. Go like that. We'll mimic it on this side for the setup here. Clears more blocks. Yep, simple stuff. Now I just have to hook it all together with the wiring. This is a very neat, compact, family-friendly way of turning this on. Works on both sides. What we can do, by the way, is make it so that it's a bit more instantaneous. There is a method of doing that, I believe. Because as you can see, when you step over the pressure plate, I did throw on the delay. Obviously, you take away the delay. I think it might be faster to just break in place. You take... the door opens instantaneously. That's, a duh, right? So why didn't I do this? Well, pretty much, I like having delays there so that the door stays open for a little bit longer. Personally, I like that, because if you look at this, ding, ding. Right. I think the fastest way, or the easiest way of doing this would be to use a... that, right? Yeah, that's a pulse extender. We'll need one for both sides. So basically, boom, boom. Did I do it wrong? Oh, okay. So the reason why is basically it's based on which side of the pressure plate got pressed first. If they're active if they're both active at the same time, then that's it'll close at the same time actually, like that. But if you only step on one of the two pressure plates, the side you stepped on first will last long, or the side you step on will last longer than the side you didn't. And that's because the way the pulse extender works for these two is based on signal strength. To determine signal strength is based on the source being the pressure plate, and because of the way that their distance, that's just how this works. I could technically use a single pulse extender. So what happens if we use a single pulse extender? Would this cause it to always be the same result every time, no matter which pressure plate we step on? Left, right, right. So the right side will be the same, always. But the left side will cause a difference. And it's because the point of entry is on this side. Very interesting. Okay. Then what if we do it this way? Cut the redstone firing off from there. Hey, creeper mechs. So the right side pressure plate closes at the same time, the left side pressure plate closes. Okay. I did say I was going to do an afternoon stream, so yeah. I like to be accurate in my statements. I think this is fine. So there should be... Would there be a delay if I take that off? Slight. Yes, I know. The Bedrock version of Minecraft is a bit different. Puppet, hey, nice seeing ya. Okay, let's clear out this side. We'll do the same thing we did for the pulse extender here, like so. So now even this side. Yay! So nice. Emlier! Long time no see. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. So this is a very, I guess, simple way of making a nice door. A 2x2 piston door. Some people, if you don't like your, I suppose your piston door is looking like so, you can switch it up, make it look however you wish. I prefer to like hide the wiring, so with this setup it's very simple to hide the wiring. This doesn't break when you clean it up like this, luckily. Certain contraptions will break because you're blocking certain blocks that cannot be receiving power, and full blocks like these do receive power, so okay. A quick little cleanup job, like so. And then you can make this look a little fancier if you wish. Like we grab some stairs. Give yourself a nice little archway like so. Presentation. Look at that. Alright, thanks for dropping by, CreeperMex. How am I doing, Emily? I'm doing alright. What am I making, Puppet? I'm making a 2x2 piston door. So the way this 2x2 piston door break these, add in stairs like so. How about if I do it like this? Break these. Like so. So when this closes... Yeah. I like that the most. So that means these two can be solid sandstone. Okay. Yeah, you definitely can, because you're in a solid block. I'm in creative, so I get pushed out. Yeah. So, for entrances like these, basically the way I built this, it's very unlikely for you to ever suffocate, and it's because I have what's known as a pulse extender at the back here. So basically, this increases the duration of the pulse, and if I want to make this even longer, I can do it like this, so that, as you saw earlier, it opens for a time, but if I do it like this now, much longer. It's much longer. Do I have a server, Emily? I do not. I do not run a server. So if I do the same thing for this side, like so. Throw the dust in. some light. What's it called? Decorate. I don't actually know what they're called. Oh, sea lanterns. Let's throw some of these here for decoration. Nice little bit of lighting. I think that's good for lighting anyways. I was like wondering why there's just a single sandstone block here. That's why. Alright. But yeah. So there shouldn't be a reason why you get stuck here. Honestly. It stays open for so long. In fact, this actually is meant if you're just trying to enter like a nice little place. But if you're trying to run away from mobs, you definitely want a shorter duration one. You can just like run through, as well as you don't want pressure plates. You're gonna want buttons. Ideally, the stone buttons. So this way, when you're like running away from a mob, right? Like, running, hit the button. Go, go, go. And the mobs can never copy the same way because they can't right click. So yeah, nice in a way. I mean, another method you can actually do would be setting up a tripwire setup. You can actually test that, by the way. Light levels of objects. But yes, I do know about the blue ice. I like using blue ice for speedways. Because you can ride a boat on these very quickly. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Emily. Catch you later. It has a light level of 2, doesn't it? Or was it 1? Let me double check that. Minecraft blue ice. It should have a light level. Did they take that out? Ah, yeah, it says a light level of 4. Oh, it's in bedrock. Oh. That's hilarious. Only in bedrock does this have a light level. It has a light level of 4. Okay. Alright, so now that we've done something that simple, yes, I say it's very simple, let us move on to the next objective, which is the 3x3 piston door. How much space do I need? Maybe this much? I actually don't know how you even set up a 3x3 piston door. What is the basic setup I need for this? I do know I need a double piston extender. That's a given. Let's see. How do I don't think I've ever successfully crafted my own 3x3 piston door. So this is a very simple 2x3, like if you want. There is a very simple way to do this. Okay, let's open up this area. We do need redstone all around, so even underneath. So let's give ourselves some space. Might be easier to work above ground, but yeah. Would it be easier to set things up down first? Might be. Okay. Let's lay some groundwork here. I want 1, 2, 3, and these to be extended. We can put these further into the ground since we're already working with that, like so. Want these to be extended, so this is our bottom layer of the door. So when these have power, that doesn't give them power, right? That does though. Alright, so we got the bottom. Most complex redstone contraption was many years ago. I made a clock that told time, like IRL time. That was fun. That was a fun little project. It took me a couple days, several days worth of hours to do it, and this wasn't creative. Okay. Redstone line up here is easy. But it's been, again, as I said, it's been many, many years, so I'm just going back to the basics. Nothing you see here is that complex. Okay. Would it be easier to use a double piston extender from below? Or from above? Probably from the from above side. That's what I'm thinking, anyways. So if everyone wants to know what a double piston extender is, you have the piston extender, then a second extender. So what this does is it gives you more distance, because a block gets pulled here. So you can do it like this, and like that. And then you'll basically need to do this, like that. And that's how a double piston extender works. So how does that look in action? You might be wondering. Do I even... I don't think I remember the timing anymore. Power here, power here, power here. So, what is it, like, it's not like this, but... yeah. Was it reversed? Okay, let's think about this. We need to relearn how double piston extender works for us to even consider doing that. So we need power here. We need power... so number 1 is here. Number 2 is here. Number 3 is here. Hey, welcome back, Puppet. Okay. Yes! You see that? Yeah! Oh man, got to work. So here's the concept. We want power going into the furthest part first. So over here. And that's because when this gets powered, it at first is only a block here. I think it might be. One sec. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I'll catch you later, Puppet. Thanks for dropping by. 3:05 a.m. Oof. Alright. So as you can see, it's a, back to this. Redstone power goes into this block, which doesn't really do anything, because it's a whole block. No contraption here. But the magic starts when this gets powered second. So the first piston here. There needs to be a delay though. How long of a delay? Well, you can try it like this. It works. So this is like the bare minimum. In fact, we can just do it like this, I believe. No, too short. How about this? Okay, so this is this looks to be a bare minimum. And we can refine this a little further. So this works. So this looks to be the minimum delay, because if I remember correctly, this does not work. Yeah, we need an extra tick of delay there, just like that. Although this is cutting it pretty close, but essentially what's happening is, as I said, you have number 1, number 2, number 3, and notice that there is a 2-tick delay between each of these. And now that I'm in my head, that actually makes a lot of sense. That makes sense because these require ticks in order for them to actually work. You need a bit of delay for it to actually work properly. Obviously, if anything lags, this thing will break because there's no room here for the power to make any errors. Ah, you're right. I haven't actually been doing your reading. Give me a second. There it is. So, how is this working the way it works? Well, you have... When you turn it off, this part goes off first because this has the least delay on it. So the delay essentially allows for specific timing. Because we activate this first, because of it has a very short delay, it means it also turns off first. So we turn this off, so this happens first. And then as the power goes off, this turns off next. That will pull the piston. And then, because this here, thanks to this delay, it will still have power. So that pulls the off piston, because this is not powering the piston, turns it off, pulls it back, and once the piston lands back here, the power that's still going through from this side now powers this piston again, and then this turns off, and that pulls in the block. When the power comes back on, again with the delays, this gets powered first into this block. Nothing happens. Then this powers and pushes these 2 blocks, because pistons can push up to 12 blocks. We'll push these 2 blocks forward, and then, because this piston is now over here and being powered by this repeater from earlier, it will also push the block. Boom, boom, like that. And the middle part here actually doesn't do anything in the activation, the initial activation. It's here specifically for the retraction. Great. Now we know how this works. So we just need to apply that to this over here. Again. And let's see, how are we supposed to do this vertically for the power? Because we can do this horizontally. How about vertically? I'm gonna power this vertically and not horizontally like this. What do I have to do? I mean, same concept. Power goes in here first, second, third. First, second, third. I'm thinking redstone blocks for this. You're fine, Samuel, you're fine. So I want up here to activate first. I'm not smart enough for this. Okay. Right, following the same concept, we want this part last. We want this second. And we want over here first. Oof. How am I supposed to time this? Hmm? Not like that. I'll try a second double piston extender. Now I'm just making it needlessly complicated. Right now, what I need is a way for power to get to where I need it to be. Oh, by the way, this is a very neat trick for anyone who wants to know about this. You basically have did that? I need another tick of delay, don't I? Wait, what's happening? This gets powered. Why is this? No, I don't need it like that. Hmm. Excuse me? Oh. Hmm. That would be an issue. Oh boy. You know what though? That is allowed. I just realized. And that's because never mind. That breaks it. I thought that wouldn't break it. How unfortunate. What? Now I'm lost. Oh, hey, gimmick. Huh? Again, I understand the most basics, or basic, of double piston extenders like this. You want the power to be reaching here first, second, third. You hook it up like this, throw on the power source, and it works beautifully like that. I don't know how to compact this though. I actually have no idea how you shrink this. Okay. Whew. What if I did this? This locks it, which makes sense. Okay. I'm sure there's some fancy thing we do with observers here. What can we do? Single pulse is too short. Does this even pulse? I actually don't know. It does not. Okay. So why don't we take an observer? When this pushes it forward, it will notice that. It will check for that. Send this, give it a pulse, which goes into a block. That should power, that does. Let's check that first. We can check that out by like this. Okay, yeah, we see that. Pushes it. Checks for this. That will just endlessly do that, which we don't want. Alright, pull it back. Okay. How about this? Well, we don't want this to be like that. That's no good. Alright, catch you later, Samuel. Oh, the things we tried to do. Wait a second. Oh, this is powering this, which is powering this. Huh. Interesting. Now, why is this happening the way it is? Was that from purely bud power? Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, I have much to learn. So I'll come back with something more interesting next time. But for today, this is going to be where I end it, because I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. This is the part when you're doing your homework, right, guys? When you're doing your homework and you're stuck at a brick wall, this is where you go and look back at your reference material. For me, it's going to be YouTube videos. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me today. I had a blast learning what not to do. I'll catch you guys either tomorrow or the day after. Maybe no, not tonight. I gotta rest well for tonight for my test tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.